I pray to the divinity in you. Before I talk to you, another last 4 rungs of the ladder of yoga, I want to describe, explain, and teach you few practical methods, practices, which are very useful for you, which you can practice in your daily life. There are practices which are very difficult. I can mention them, but I will not tell you to practice. Where I'll say, these are meant to be practiced, please listen to me. For pranayama is my not only favorite subject, but I challenge the whole world, and I am open for that, as far as pranayama is concerned. I told you there are 2 meanings of this. Pra means first unit of life. First unit of life is that unit, which means something that springs from the soul, which is called center of consciousness within. That first ray that springs, which is called in Christianity the silver cord, that is called prana. Mundak Upanishad explains this, mentions this. Yama means learning to direct that force. Pranayama. But here Patanjali is not talking about that pranayama. Patanjali is talking about the breathing exercises. Now in the Gita, those who have studied Gita from practical viewpoint, they understand. I told you Gita is not a religious book. And where you find religion, discard it in Gita. But where the yogas are explained, study them. Study all the great religions of the world, filter them, use them, the practical methods for your unfoldment, for your growth. That is the way I studied. In Gita it says, asochan nanyasochastum pragya badan savash gata sun gata suscha nanusochanti pandita. Who is considered to be a learned man? Not one who has many degrees, not one who has, not learned, pandit, the word pandit. Not one who knows a particular language, who has studied many scriptures, no. Gatasu, agatasu. There are 2 types of beings in the world. We see 2 types of beings. I am with you. After some time, I will be gone. This body will be not there. This movement will be not there. I am gatasu. Agatasu, those who are living. So those who are living and those who are departed. Pandit is he who has knowledge of those, both who are here and hereafter. The knowledge of life here and hereafter makes one Pandit. Asu means what? Asu does not mean horse. Asu means prana. Asu literally means horse. Okay. There is one beauty in Sanskrit language. You see. That is a very remarkable. You have heard word Agni. Agni means fire. In Vedas, there are more than 300 meanings of Agni. you will have to learn where to apply what type of meaning. Then you are considered to be a great scholar. Asu means, here, asu is breath. You have two breaths. This is inhalation and this is exhalation. Actually, these two breaths are the horses. But the horse without rider is of no use, it's an animal. Somebody is riding the horses, these two breaths, and that is called prana. The breath is not prana, remember that. Breath is vehicle. As vehicle is driven by a driver, the breath, you are inhaling and exhaling, there is something living in it. Otherwise, scientists would find out the composition, pump all that composition in dead body and you come alive. Whatever they find in your breath, they can find the composition very easily, scientifically. If you pump that composition, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, whatever is there, proportionately as you find in living being, still the dead body, dead person cannot become alive. Because the rider is not there. Who is riding the horse breath? So, Pandit is he, that yogi is he, who has got knowledge not only of the vehicle, but the rider. If the vehicle is not right, the rider cannot do anything. If the vehicle is beautiful and the rider does not know how to drive, that's chaotic. When you find a disturbance in your breath, it means something. Your breath tells you something. The language of the breath is very profound. Remember this. Body language is not so profound. Breath language is very profound. That's why I say breath is barometer of the body and mind both. It registers the conditions of the body, it registers the condition of mind. If something is happening to my body, I am in pain, my breath will change. If I am in agony, pain, my breath will jerk. If somebody gives me some sad news, I'll say, breath becomes shallow. I'll create a pause. Those who understand this profound language, they are called prana vadana or prana vedana. They know the language of prana. They say our philosophy is so profound, so exact, that there is no other philosophy. Your religions are not practical. How do they prove? They say we all human beings are breathing. And we all human beings are dependent on something who is supplying breath. Anywhere I twist my head, no matter in which condition I am. I'm a sage, I'm a criminal, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher. It is available to me without any discrimination. Because I meditate for a long time and I do japa, so God will give me a good breath and will not give good breath to criminal? No.